you got that sense that you were actually talking to, like, people, rather than just a company that you were just another number in their charts, which was really nice. We moved into our new house earlier this year, and we ended up storing quite a lot of our loft items in what was going to be our new office. We looked at companies that could do our loft. Our previous loft was already done for us in the last house, so we never had a company come do it for us. We looked on various different places, social media, just Google, but we also asked our friends, and one of my friends had used yourselves. So they said, we had Loft Boys come to our loft when we moved house. They did say that they weren't necessarily the cheapest out there, but he did say they did a really good job. We decided on definitely having Loft Boys come have a look and provide a quote for us, and another company as well. The quotes came in at a similar price. What appealed to us most was the approach of the Loft Boys. So when yourselves came, very friendly, and you listened to what I wanted, but not necessarily quoted for what I wanted. You provided options, and that was really good to see on paper of, okay, what I wanted was the full shebang, but not necessarily, I didn't really need it all. So obviously having a full boarded loft against just the main areas that you're going to use, and having someone talk through that was very appealing to us, that the other company necessarily didn't do so well. They quoted on what I wanted, not necessarily having that that discussion of, yes, I hear you what you want, but this is not always what you need. Good part about Loft Boys, which helped us make that decision, was the after communication. So it's great having someone come round. They double checked that the time was still okay prior to the initial visit for the surveying quote. But then afterwards, they delivered the quote on time. The communication was clear, and you got that sense that you were actually talking to people, rather than just a company that you were just another number in their charts, which was really nice. The actual experience of the loft in boarding and installation was really good. We had two gentlemen turn up on the day that was agreed, obviously in the morning. They introduced themselves, which was nice, and then they wanted to have a look first before they started getting stuff out of the van, which was quite good. So I showed them the loft space and what needed to be done. And then whilst I was walking one of them through where the loft was and the house and where I'd be and stuff, there was another one putting down all the carpet protectors and things, which was reassuring. And then the first day, they just got on with the job. They updated us of where they were at and when they were leaving at the end of the day, and what was left to do, which was quite nice and reassuring. As they left, which was quite nice, is they took, on the first day, they took off all the carpet protectors and they cleared up everything. So they left the root of the house and upstairs quite debris free, especially from the work that took place. There was a lot of sort of brick and mortar coming out of that loft, and was taken away, so it wasn't left on our drive or anything for the first day, which was good. Second day again, came back the next morning, put the carpet protectors back down again, and just sort of cracked on with what was needed. Having the loft installed made a great difference to our house. Obviously we moved into our new house, and having that luxury before meant that all of our loft items that we wouldn't necessarily use until Christmas or Halloween or Easter, or storing the boys' clothes and stuff that until the younger one grows up. That was all basically put in our study, and for a period of time I'll be just working around boxes. So we very much needed that additional space in our house, which basically freed up that room to use as as an office and not just a room for storage, which is really nice and has made our house feel a lot spacious than what it was having those items in that room. I'd definitely recommend the Loft Boys. Their communication was clear. It was on time. They were very open and honest with what they thought I needed, and they fully explained the quote as well. It was quite easy to read. The actual experience and the professional professional workers and the people that came and did the loft were great, very friendly, and it was a bit of a seamless experience really, which is what we were looking for. Having someone to do the loft, the last thing you need is problems on the day, and having someone who's you feel not comfortable in the house, and we didn't get that. We felt very comfortable with the Loft Boys doing the work that we wanted to do. I don't think there's anything else you could have done better, really. If I'm honest, I quite like the brand and the interaction, which is quite good. Making you feel that you are a human and you're valued as a customer, not just a number. So yeah, keep doing that. I think that's very valuable as a customer.